everyone and welcome back to Wi-Fi Sheep here on YouTube. Now, I realise the other day it's been a little while since I've actually done a channel update video. In fact, I think something like 6 months now. And quite a lot is happening here on the channel and with all the projects and things that I'm doing. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to update you all on what is actually happening and what will be coming up here on Wi-Fi Sheep. First of all, I just want to say a huge thank you to all the new viewers and subscribers that have joined us here on Wi-Fi Sheep. Thanks so much for your continued support. Really hope you enjoy the content, and above all, welcome to the channel. Now, some of you might remember that we have an operating system as part of the Wi-Fi Sheep channel. We have the Wi-Fi Sheep build of RISC OS for the Raspberry Pi. Now, I've covered RISC OS on a number of times here on the channel, and the original plan was that we're going to have this unofficial build you could download for free, and at the moment you still can. And then I was going to do a video series all about how to use RISC OS from the standpoint of a brand new user. Now, I know a number of you actually followed me and subscribed to the channel waiting for this content, and you have been waiting now for well over 12 months, and I'm fully aware of that. And the reason has been that during this time RISC OS changed hands. It was originally owned by Castle, and a company called RISC OS Developments Limited bought out Castle and so bought the entire IP rights to the RISC OS operating system. During the past year or so, and behind the scenes, I've actually been in talks with RISC OS Developments Limited, now remember that's the owner of RISC OS, about making some official content here on the Wi-Fi Sheep channel about the RISC OS operating system. Hence, things had to kind of stop for a while, and I couldn't talk about anything publicly like I am today because it was all under non-disclosure agreements and things like that. What I'm pleased to announce is that there will be a brand new series starting here very shortly called RISC OS Direct, and it's going to be a brand new information series all about how to use RISC OS, starting from a kind of standpoint of a brand new user. The idea being, if you own a Raspberry Pi and you're comfortable using a PC, Mac, or maybe even a Linux system, then that's good enough. You've got enough knowledge to start with this new series. Now, the exciting thing is it's not just a brand new series here on Wi-Fi Sheep. There's also going to be a brand new version of RISC OS called RISC OS Direct, available for the Raspberry Pi for free. And I've been working with a number of the engineers and contractors behind the scenes to help build this brand new OS build, and it's looking absolutely fantastic. I've had the alpha for it for a little while. Obviously, I've been producing some video content all kind of behind the scenes at the moment, ready to be publicly released really shortly. The new OS does all sorts of wonderful things. I've even been able to play with some brand new tech that hopefully we can bring to the OS, again, completely free to all you guys real soon, and I am really excited about that. However, what this will mean is the Wi-Fi Sheep RISC OS build will cease to be, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. As I mentioned, a lot of the modifications and code that I created for that build are going to be incorporated into the new RISC OS Direct operating system, and I will encourage you to go over and download and run that OS from now on. We're hoping the build will be available very soon. It's not confirmed yet, but we are so close, and the new series will be launching here on Wi-Fi Sheep in due course. Now, on the subject of RISC OS, the first computer show of the season is about to get underway. It's the Southwest Computer Show, and that's going to be happening in Bristol on the 22nd of February 2020. Details of this are at www.riscos-swshow.co.uk. It'll be £5 on the door for entry, and the doors will open from 10:30 in the morning. Now, this year, Wi-Fi Sheep will be back there, and we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to attempt to do a live broadcast throughout the entire day and stream it on the youtube.com/Wi-Fi Sheep channel, so the channel you're watching this video on. And I'm hoping to have lots of interviews, as well as being able to sort of roam around the exhibition halls and show you all the content live in real time. We're also going to have a little interview studio thing built as well, so sort of multi-camera setup. Hopefully this is all going to work. I have no idea if it will. It's a bit ambitious. Now, if it does all go horribly wrong, then the plan is we will record it as live, and I will actually then upload the video the next day or so. The best thing to do is follow us on Twitter for all the live news and information about what's happening, when and where. And you can do that by following us at Wi-Fi Sheep. That's at Wi-Fi Sheep on Twitter. Now, because we're going to be doing this as a live broadcast, you may notice in the next few weeks that we'll be doing some test broadcasting here on the channel. So if you do find we're live and we're just broadcasting bleeps or test patterns or strange nonsense like that, don't worry, it is literally us. We're testing our equipment and the live streams ahead of this broadcast. Right, moving on to some of our Christmas content and the model trains video, or the Sprog DCC Raspberry Pi train controller video. I know a lot of you really like that. Yeah, it's great, and I really enjoyed making it. And I'm actually pleased how many of you actually really enjoyed that sort of content. It's a bit different to what we do, but the idea of having model trains, model railways, which, let's be honest, a lot of us kind of like, even if we won't admit it, and being able to kind of incorporate that with computers such as Raspberry Pi is fantastic. Now, as mentioned in that video, I do quite a bit of railway model making professionally, and I do actually get paid to do the odd bit here and there, and I do have projects on the go for that. Now, what I'm interested in is, would you be interested in seeing more of that kind of content? Now, would that be here on the Wi-Fi Sheep channel, or if there's enough interest, would there be enough momentum to actually create a new sister channel to do sort of dedicated model building, 3D printing, that sort of thing? I generally don't know, so I'm going to leave that open to you to tell me in the comments, or you can again tweet me at Wi-Fi Sheep on Twitter. Let me know what you think about this. I'm a bit conscious about not filling the main Wi-Fi Sheep computing tech channel with trains, effectively, because I know that's not everyone's cup of tea. However, there's huge crossover in this area, as we've seen with the video I did, which was kind of a one-off for Christmas. So I'm kind of very much on the fence, but again, I'd love to know what you think. All I will say is, if we do launch a new sister channel to Wi-Fi Sheep to do the models, etc., I'm going to need your support in likes and subscriptions quite fast to make the thing viable. So that's the only kind of proviso. But again, I'm totally open, so please let me know what you think. We can't do an update video and not talk about the C64 or the unofficial AKC64 Maxi. I know the word Maxi has been upsetting a few of you. For me, when I think of Maxi, I think of the old British Leyland Austin motor car that was built here in the UK that was blooming terrible. My father owned two of them. That said, the content itself was really well received, and I'm so pleased you found what I did useful. I'm still on the fence with the product itself, even though I now own it. However, I do think it's an interesting device, and I do have a number of new videos planned. Now, over Christmas, a lot of you are actually talking to me literally on Christmas Day through the comments and various other Discord platforms about modding the C64 and the capabilities of packing it into something great, or a hybrid system. And yeah, that's actually really interesting, and I will kind of get there at some point, but I kind of need the price of the units to drop down before I pick up another one to break apart effectively. Now, that said, I do have plans for software-based projects coming up for the C64, which I hope you'll find really interesting. We hope to have one maybe the end of next month, and we'll go from there. But as ever, thank you so much for everybody who watched that video, liked and subscribed, and it's just been fantastic to talk to you about it. And finally, I'd just like to say a huge thank you to everybody who has been supporting me and this channel on patreon.com/Wi-Fi Sheep. You can support the channel from just $1 a month. It all goes a long way to helping fund all the various expenses and things we have here on Wi-Fi Sheep, and also helps us make better content for you. So again, that's patreon.com/Wi-Fi Sheep. Every little really does help. And that's just about it for updates. So once again, thank you so much for your company. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you real soon right here on the channel. Until next time, bye for now.